Smooth.
Let me reel in myself emotionally. I'm trying to be cool. It's just hard. I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of suffering.
I don't want to make this video. I actively avoided making this video. I just for once truthfully have no words to explain or to try to ease the pain of what just happened. It kinda just happened, you know? As LeBron drove to the lane with 4 seconds left on the clock and couldn't get the shot up, as the ball fell helplessly to the ground as the clock struck zeros, and the Nuggets began celebrating, I did not feel a thing. Believe me, I've suffered through some real low points as a fan of this team. We've had our fair share of embarrassments, letdowns, moments of rage, moments of frustration over the last 2 years, but today I feel apathy. I feel indifferent. The Denver Nuggets have swept the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Final, and I can't find many words to say why this happened or how I feel about it. I'm gonna try, obviously, that's why I made the video, but I don't know, man. There's gotta be something to pinpoint here. A lot of the blame will fall on Ham's shoulders because he's the coach. Allegedly. It's not like I can actually see him doing a whole lot, but yes, he is technically the coach. And because of the lacking and failed adjustments that led to the sweep, a lot of the blame falls on him. Starting D'Angelo Russell for 3 games is unacceptable, I'm sorry. He was a disaster all series, and anyone with a brain could see he needed to touch the pine. But by the time Darvin notices that, we're down 3-0 in the series, and all the momentum is gone. The failure to try anything different until Game 4 really isn't forgivable. Not trying Tristan Thompson, who actually looked somewhat lively once he finally saw the court in Game 4. Not trying Troy Brown, Beasley, Christie. I mean, anyone could have randomly caught fire like Lonnie did against the Warriors. Why not try something different? We just stuck with the same thing for 3 losing games, which is quite literally the definition of insanity. If anyone thinks this is harsh, I do not care. Let me take y'all back to the moment the Lakers traded for AD. The intention was to invest in a star player that could lead teams to championships because LeBron is about 98 years old. The burden cannot fall on LeBron's shoulders anymore to lead teams to championships, and yet it's exactly what we saw at the end of this Denver Nuggets series. AD did not answer the bell and did not lead this team in the way intended. Game 2, 4 for 15 for 18 points. Game 3, 28 points but losing the battle to Jokic when it mattered most late in the game. Is this a star player, really? And even when the Lakers finally made the necessary adjustments to the lineup, taking out D'Lo and going larger with Rui and Thompson, they still lost Game 4 because AD ended the season with a whimpering 21 points on 6 for 15 shooting. And I understand he was a demon defensively at times in this playoff run, but this is just not what you need from a star player that's going to lead a team to a championship. In the end, AD just wasn't good enough. Yeah, LeBron is old. Yeah, LeBron is the greatest player of all time to me, and he's also my favorite player, but he is not immune to blame here. Especially in Game 1 and 2 when he was taking poor 3-pointers when his shot refused to fall. He was doing uncharacteristic things like taking bad shots, fumbling easy layups, fumbling the ball out of bounds on his signature dunk. And even though he had a stellar Game 4, it still wasn't enough. For the first time in his career, I can say LeBron seriously looked old in this series. Maybe it's the foot injury, maybe it's the age, maybe he just had a bad couple games. All that I know is that it definitely contributed to the failure that was this sweep. The Lakers are built upon defense. That is no secret, because we all know they can't shoot the ball consistently. They're built upon AD being the anchor of that defense and stopping other teams from scoring too much because they can't keep up with a high level of scoring. Unfortunately for them, Denver seems to have a knack for taking and making impossibly hard shots regularly. Jokic hit at least 3 or 4 of those shots where he's falling backwards in a fadeaway 3 that he just chucked up and went in every single time. Murray makes a living off those step back 3s and mid-ranges that were well covered. And he simply could not miss the entire series. KCP was lights out on every catch and shoot opportunity regardless of defense. MPJ, Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, Aaron Gordon, everyone was hitting shots on this Denver team, and you just have to give them credit for it. I mean, this is a team in the Lakers that was able to force the Golden State Warriors to shoot poorly, and lock them up overall by forcing these tough shots that no team should be able to make consistently. And yet Denver did, so you have to give them credit for it. If you're able to shoot at a clip with a degree of difficulty that even the goddamn Golden State Warriors couldn't handle, then it's just meant to be for your team. Which brings me to my last point. I just got into a point mentally in the second half of that game 4 where I just accepted it. It was not meant to be for the Lakers this year. They had finally made the adjustments. LeBron was outstanding in the first half with 31 points. Lakers were up big, and it still unraveled again. This had been a theme in the series. Every game was there for the Lakers, and then Denver would go and hit a couple quick 3s and seal the win. I just sat back and realized that no matter what the Lakers did, they were never going to get this series, let alone a damn game in the series. Denver got the bounces, Denver got the shots to fall, Denver had the momentum, and in the end, Denver was just the better team. It's gonna sound like a loser's mentality when I say this, but it's the truth. The Lakers started the season 2-10. They had a 0.3% chance of even making the playoffs. They overcame Memphis. They overcame Golden State, who were both heavily favored against them. They weren't supposed to be invited to the dance, and they damn near messed around and won the prom king. They ran into a really good basketball team who are on an unbelievable heater. Which is why I struggle to find the words or the emotion. I wasn't angry because in the end, it just wasn't meant to be. That's about it. Don't get it twisted though, Lakers 2024 NBA champions. Heard it here first. I'm out!